Yo, welcome back to the shout out. Danny's here, Danwood's here, and today we've got Rick from Night Thieves. And Rick, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, dude. You've got your your debut album, Metaxis. It's fucking awesome. We can't wait to get into it. But first, we're going to hit some quick fire questions.
Go for it.
Got 6 questions, nice and easy. First thing that comes into your head: what was the last song you listened to?
Volume's Bad Habits.
Cool. What is your dream venue to play in as a band?
Is it Red Rocks? The
yeah.
Red Rocks Stadium. I can't remember where it is now off the top of my head. Red Rocks.
Yeah, we've had that a few times.
Cool. Yeah.
If you could create a festival, what 3 artists or bands would headline?
Bring Me the Horizon,
Nice.
Deftones, and Linkin Park.
Oh, that might be my favourite yet.
That's
That might be my favourite answer yet. What is the dream artist or band to support on tour?
Honestly, there's so many for different reasons. Love to support, obviously, Bring Me the Horizon just because it would be absolutely sick. But like someone like Incubus,
Cool.
so good. Oh, love that. Or Linkin Park, something like that. Be just absolutely amazing.
Support them all. Go on a world tour.
Oh yeah, that's a 4-bill lineup. Let's
What is one artist or band that no one's heard of before that you love? So like a smaller artist or band.
Not heard of. At the moment we're playing some shows with a band called Buried in Bermuda from Bristol, and they are just absolutely sick. They're the nicest bunch of guys, and they just kick ass. Honestly,
Buried in Bermuda.
Buried in Bermuda. Check them out.
There is so much good heavy music from Bristol as well. I've had a few bands on before from Bristol. There's a great scene.
Yeah,
there.
the Bristol scene's cool. Watching it closely.
Nice. Shout at them. And final question, important to us: Aldi or Lidl?
Pros and cons to both. I'm going to go.
Okay. A nuanced approach.
We'll have to push
one
you.
shop's at Aldi, so let's go Aldi.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
Good answer.
Go listen to Mum. Right. I think Lidl's still in the lead.
Lidl's in the lead.
I think Lidl's still in the lead. But we're not here to talk about where your mum shops. We're here to talk about your debut album, Metaxis, a 10-track album. This must have been a long time coming for you. You've released singles, some great EPs over the last 5-ish years, but now tell me about how and why now and how this album came about.
Well, I think honestly it was we felt it was time. We'd done 3 EPs before, and it was slowly over those 3 EPs you can kind of see the sound that we're trying to get to. Over that, and I think so we did Polarity was our EP before that, and we felt that we'd kind of found our sound at that point and really comfortable with where we were. We kind of really clicked on something, and we were like, we want to go bigger, better. And we had a few reviews from Polarity that also said when are these guys going to do an album? And we were like, okay, we can't really put this off anymore. But also it was that time, it just felt right. It felt like a challenge to do it, because you've got to really put everything together, but also it was we want to do this, we want to challenge ourselves, test it, and honestly we're so chuffed with the results. It's amazing.
You should be.
Cheers.
It's genuinely one of those albums you listen to it, you're like, where have these guys been? It's only been out 3 weeks or something now. It might be my favorite album of the year. So I want to talk to you. It's 10 tracks. Had you been sitting on some of them for a while? Or was it we need to write 10 songs, let's do it?
It was, so we finished the last EP, and we were we want to start completely fresh. We don't want to carry, we didn't want to carry anything over. We wanted to start completely from scratch. And also Jess, our singer, likes to kind of come up with an overarching theme. So it's very much we've got to, so everything from the album is new. There's nothing carried over. Everything started with new sessions. And we started writing quite quickly, to be honest. We got a few songs ready, and we were we're really happy with how this is going, and then kind of built on that. And it's great because it enabled us to go probably the heaviest we've ever been, but also have some of the softest. I would say soft, but more. We went kind of more anthemic, so it enabled us to go across everything we'd done before, but also just test ourselves, honestly.
You mentioned the theme. Well, I hope I'm saying it right. Metaxis. Is that how you pronounce it? Metaxis.
Yes.
Yeah, because that means the in-between state of human existence. Was that when you're writing these tracks? You mentioned that Jess thinks about a theme. Like, does it go into every song? Is it something you're kind of really focusing in on? Is it just kind of keep it in the back of the mind, a kind of theme between the band while you're writing?
Yeah, I can't really speak for Jess but it's because she does write all the lyrics, and it's how she wants to have this like overarching theme, and that's where like Metaxis came in, was like, yeah, thinking about all these changing states and being in between kind of things. I think there's a song even called In Between Part 1 and Part 2.
Yeah.
So the theme does carry on throughout it. Like, it does branch to different things, but it was trying to keep everything within one kind of, coming back to the same themes over and over again, and making sure that the album's complete and a journey rather than being just standalone songs. We really wanted to make it feel like it was a round journey. We're doing it,
but it works. The theme works really well because you manage to go to a lot of different places within that theme. Can I talk a bit about like how the band dynamic works when you're doing the composing for these songs? You've got the riffs, you've got some cool like synthy parts, obviously like heavy drumming and everything. How does the song get built from scratch?
There's a bit of a range, honestly. I think most of the songs start with myself and Paul. So on bass and guitar, we'll kind of write stuff at home, throw stuff around, and it's kind of what sticks. It's what we're feeling like at the time. I mean, we write in a bit different ways. So Paul's very methodical. He'll have like idea 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll like write something and call it a really stupid name from like what I've read at the time. So it gets a bit weird when we've got lots of different names and stuff like that.
It works.
Yeah, in the end, it comes together as like we'll have we'll try and get the drums kind of. We'll throw it around with Ryan, see what drums he feels would go well with it. We'll kind of put ideas in. We'll take them to practices. We'll kind of say, what do you think about this? Is this worth pursuing? And then usually we'll sit down together in a studio and we'll kind of just work it out together, work out a full-fleshed song. Jess usually listens to it all, and then puts the lyrics and vocals to it. So it is a completely collaborative. All the songs kind of are done in different steps, though. We'll kind of sometimes we'll skip an entire step and just kind of write it all in the studio, or sometimes the entire song's been written like remotely and we come together and go, that actually worked.
Wow. You can write. Yeah. It's cool. I think that probably plays into, I guess I'll ask you, do you think that plays into the ability for especially this album to have like a different kind of vibes for each song? Each song feels a bit fresh. You think like the way they're all written differently kind of feeds into that?
I think it's also just giving us a bit of space. I mean, it's kind of what we were listening to at the time, but also like, some days you're feeling a bit crap and you just want to like mash something heavy on the guitar. Sometimes you're feeling a bit, more chilled, and you think, I might put in this little bit of a chilled out passage and see what happens. So it's nice at this. It's always nice at the start when you've got time and you're just like, what about this? Does this work? It gets a bit more stressful towards the end when you're like, I've got to finish this. Damn, this has got to be put together. But it's nice to just be able to experiment with all of that.
You mentioned some of your like bands that you enjoy listening to in your quickfire questions. Do you all kind of have the same taste? Because an answer we had from Skinflowers was someone joined the band and they had to kind of go on their own metal journey because it wasn't something they actually listened to before the band. But I noted some bands down while listening to you. I had like Spirit Box, Dream State, Lake Malice as well. I don't know if they're kind of names that you all listen to. But are you all metalheads? Do you all have different influences?
If we've got like a Venn diagram, we all kind of meet in the middle in metal. Some of I think we all kind of, we love bands like Incubus, Linkin Park, like new metal. Bring Me the Horizon, I think, is like a band favorite as well.
Nice.
And then we'll kind of all branch out on little bits. So Ryan, our drummer, especially loves things like Periphery, and a bit of Meshuggah. And we'll get there. Like our guitarist a bit more into like the hard rock, like Metallica, like Iron Maiden-y kind of things, as well as like I love bands like North Lane, and Thornhill's album from last year was absolutely stunning. And Jess is kind of the same. She'll we'll all kind of dabble, and we'll all be like, "Oh, you've got to listen to this today," or so we all kind of just throw music at each other.
Love it.
And go, yeah, that works. So we all kind of bring a lot different bits. So like Ryan definitely brings, like when he's doing his drums, he'll be like, "Oh, I could do this kind of double pedal stuff," and we're like, yes. So it's good because it means that nothing else sounds like us, because we all like bring in our little bits, and we never really tell each other like, don't do that. It's more like, yeah, because if you do more of that, it's going to sound more like you and then more like us.
Yeah.
It's interesting you say Dream State, because Tom from Dream State ended up drumming on the second half of the album.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah. He was so Ryan, our drummer, got ill towards and wasn't able to do the tracking for the last 5 tracks.
Wow.
But because Tom's local to where we recorded, we got him down, and he did some of the tracking, and he did our last EP as well. So Dream State, he's an absolute legend.
Wow, shout out.
Awesome,
and Jesse Powell, also from Dream State, is the guest vocalist on one of the tracks as well. So they were amazing.
That's so cool. I don't actually know Dream State personally, I'll be honest here, but that's it. I love a bit of collab.
You have to check them out. There.
Yeah, we love a bit of collab in an album, and I mean that's the whole point of the shout out, really. Build the community. That's so fucking cool. I want to ask a little bit, moving on slightly. You got the 10-track album. Were you gigging the tracks before you'd release them, or if were you gigging some of them and not others?
We gigged one. We gigged one track, which is Maritime, which is the last one on the thing. Yeah. So we'd had that song for a bit. It didn't sound like it was quite close to what it eventually sounded like. But yeah, that's the one we were gigging for a while before we recorded, and that was kind of like testing for it.
Okay.
But it did, but it also
the vibe a little bit.
It evolved over time, that one. But yeah, apart from that, we've only just started. Like we've only played them then after they've been released, which is quite good.
Awesome. Do you have a favorite to gig? A favorite to play live?
I don't actually. Honestly, they keep changing. I think it bases on what's new because it's obviously a bit fresh. So we did a few dates last weekend. This one gone. So we played in Worthing and Southampton, and we debuted "See You on the Other Side." And that was so much fun to play. But I think honestly, my favorite at the moment is the game, which is like really fast paced. Kind of, I don't say just quite a quick rock one, and like live, that is so much fun to play.
Yeah, I bet. A tricky question now. If it's one you can't answer, don't. Is there any that you're like kind of dreading playing live? Maybe it's like a tricky bit in it, or something you don't think it'll work live. Is there anything that you're like, I'm not sure if, like, in your heart, you're like, that one will be tricky live?
I think I would say it was going to be "See You on the Other Side" because it is really, it's just a constant. It's just really quick, all the way through it. And it's quite a long song, and I think we were dreading just like it's just the stamina to do it. But again, we played it last weekend, and we played it a gig before, and it worked. It worked brilliantly. Awesome. So actually, we weren't too bothered in the end. Awesome. Before that, I think we were like, "Oh crap, this is going to be hard."
And it worked out.
Practicing it out of it, and it
I guess also you want to rely on for your kind of gigs. You want to rely on the audience's energy as well as your energy. You want to make sure they've got it in them to go.
So much of a difference. But what was really cool is for the when we played it live last weekend, we got Jill from Buried in Bermuda to do the heavy vocals as well. So he would come on as a guest vocalist live, and he's amazing. He absolutely kicked ass.
We need to get in touch with these guys.
Yeah, you should do. They're really awesome, and it's just it also kind of like spices up the set a little bit because obviously he on it and it kind of gets everything like reset, and it's so good.
Totally, yeah. So you mentioned you've done some gigs this weekend. You've been gigging a lot because you got the album out. Yeah. Do you want to just throw some dates out? You got some big dates coming up.
So we've got so not this weekend, next weekend. So the 24th of April, we're in Sheffield at the Network.
Awesome.
And then on the 25th of April, we're in Manchester doing the Star and Goa. And then we've got a couple of festivals coming up the rest of this year. We're doing, and I really can't remember the dates, which is really bad. But we've got London Pride Festival coming up.
Wicked!
It's a Signature Brew.
Yeah.
We've got Hammer Down Festival down in Worthing that I can't wait for. That's going to be absolutely amazing. We've got SOS Festival in Oldham, and then Northants Festival is in Hampton. So
that's busy.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Busy schedule.
It is. Like, it's really cool to have a lot lined up, and we got potential. We got working on a few other dates for the rest of the year. And we're just trying to honestly just get the album out there and play some awesome shows.
Yeah, Dan actually said Signature Brew is his dream venue to play. So
yeah, I just love the backdrop, and I saw well, unfortunately I wasn't there, but I've listened and I've seen videos from the Hell that played there. The Hell, like a band from Watford, and it just looks cool.
It is cool. It is really cool. Have you played it before?
Is that the one in? So there's one in Hackney.
Oh, I actually didn't know. I don't know.
The smaller one in Hackney, and then there's the one in Waltham. Is it Walthamstow or?
Yeah, that's the one that I've been to.
So we played the smaller one in Hackney as part of like a London Pride festival metal thing as well.
Yeah.
But the actual festival, is at the one up in Walthamstow.
I'll take either.
Sorry.
I'll take either. If you're listening, book him.
Book me on my own. I'll do it on my own. I don't need a band.
We're not here to promote you, Dan. Shut up.
No, get there. It's really awesome.
Best of luck for all of those gigs. I hope it all goes so well. The new album is called Metaxis. It's out now. You can stream it everywhere. Just a couple more questions for you, Rick, if that's all right. Go on now.
Yeah, we have a shout-out playlist, so every band and artist that's come on has put on one of their songs in this playlist to basically best represent themselves and their band or whatever music they're writing at the time. So could you choose one song, one Night Thieves song to go on our playlist, please?
Oh, that's really hard.
The hardest question we ask the whole podcast.
Yeah, I would say out of the album, the best song that encapsulates like the whole album, I would say is Mycelia.
Yeah.
Our second single that came out.
Yeah,
I think that's got a bit of everything that we do. It's got a bit of synth, it's got a bit of like heavy chugging, and it's got like an epic chorus. I think it's got a bit of. That's the one song that I think has everything from the album on it.
Nice, it's got it. That's got my favourite drum part as well in that one. The drums are crazy on that.
Yeah, Ryan did an amazing job on that. When he did it, and we were like, it's just it's come across so well.
Dude, can you please? You've mentioned a few names. Can you shout someone out to come on our show?
I would definitely get in touch with the guys at Buried in Bermuda.
Yes, we will. Shout out.
Other bands, there's so many that support us and we love. I'd say there's a band called Chapters from Brighton. They're really awesome. Okay. There's a band called Cypher. Closer to us in St Albans, there's a band called Withdrawn. They're really great.
Okay, I haven't heard of them. That's our ends.
We should know them.
Check them out. They're from around St Albans, and band up in Leeds called Catchfly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they're really cool.
Wicked.
So so many. I could keep naming them.
I love it. Yeah, I know. That's what I love about the metal community. Like, it's not music I listen to a lot, but everyone like knows so many bands, and every metal band we've had on is shouting out 10 other different metal bands.
There are so many amazing bands coming out at the moment, and every one of them does something different. They all sound different, and you listen to them and go, that stuff. Like, they'll bring out a new single and you'll just go, oh my god. I check out a band called Rogue Awakening as well from Horsham. They're like they put on such an amazing live show when we saw them. They're just like an absolute force. So I check out that.
Love it. Thank you so much. He's just going to keep going if I don't.
Yeah, I can keep going. I'll stop now, but I can keep going.
We're going to go through every CD you've got behind you. We're going to shout out.
We'll be there
quickly before we end, show them the CD. It's so cool.
There you go.
Yes,
so that's it. And then
look at the artwork.
That's the full artwork.
Beautiful. And you can get that on Bandcamp.
Yeah, so the guy who did it is True Split Milk. We gave him like a bit of we showed him some of the songs and he produced this, and we were just like, dude, you've nailed it.
Incredible.
Like, couldn't be happy with what he did. And then we've got it on t-shirts and things, which I absolutely love.
Wicked.
Sick.
Rick, you're awesome. Your band's awesome. Metaxis is really, really awesome. Thank you so much for coming on, man. Best of luck for the year.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you. And thank you for watching this episode of The Shout Out with Danny and Dan. Amazing guest, Rick from Night Thieves. They've got a sick album. Listen to it. Subscribe to us. Hit the bell. Do all the things. We've got loads of episodes coming. Peace.
Au revoir.